Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Rahul Garg. In this tutorial, we will learn how to edit and update the record using ASP.NET Web Application. In my previous video, we have learned how to delete and display the record in grid view. So we are continuing with the same project. But before moving ahead, I would request you all to please subscribe my channel and please share my videos and like them. You can provide comment as well. So let's move. So for this I'm going to copy it again and paste it. Now I will make some change here. We will write here edit. Here I will write LNK. Edit text will be edit. We will give the command name as cmd edit, and we also have to pass ID. The current ID will be passed with the same format as we have used above. Now writing the code for this. As we can see, if we use cmd delete command, it will delete the data. In the same way, we will again use else if e dot command name equal cmd edit. This will help us to edit our record. Again we will write con dot open, con dot close. Here we will write cmd sql command, cmd equal new sql command. Here we will pass our stored procedure name and here con. Then we will write cmd dot command type, command command type dot stored procedure, as we will again use stored procedure here to edit our data. Now we will write SQL data adapter DA equal new SQL data adapter, and then data set DS equal to new data set, and then DA dot fill DS. Our connection is closed here, and then we will check if there are some data or not. If DS dot tables 0 dot rows dot count greater than 0, it means the data is present, and if the data is present, we will pass the data to our text boxes like txt name dot text equal ds dot table 0 dot rows 0, and then the database field name, and then the table field name as name dot toString, as the text box accept the value in string, that's why we have converted it into string. And then txt age dot text equal ds dot tables 0 dot rows 0, and then age dot toString, and then txt address dot text equal ds dot tables 0 dot rows 0, then address dot toString. So these lines of code will map the data to their respective text boxes, but we are missing one thing, that is we have to give it the current ID of the record. It will be provided by cmd.parameters.add with value, at the rate ID, and our ID is present under e dot command argument, and again it must be converted into int data type. So for this we will write convert dot to int32. Now we have to make stored procedure to edit the values. So we will write stored procedure for edit like this: create proc usb student edit as begin, and this is the common format. This stored procedure is same as the stored procedure to show the student data, but a little difference like this: select star from student where id equal, we need to pass the id. For this we will write here id. It will get the id parameter from the code at the rate id. Let's execute it. So our stored procedure is also ready. Copy it and pasting the same value in our project. Also we have to pass the cmd to our SQL data adapter function like this. Now we are good. Let's execute it. Clicking on edit, here we can see the record of Rahul is mapped to their respective text field. Again clicking on Satvik, ABCD, all are mapped correctly. Now we have to update our field. So before moving further, we will change the value of save to update, as now instead of save we have to update our values. So for this we will write btn save dot text equal update. Now to update our value we will use the same button, that is the save button. For this we will write if btn save dot text equal save, then it will perform save operation. Else if btn save dot text equal update, then we will write the code for updating our record. We can copy this, as almost all the code will be same with a little difference. Now we have to pass the ID for it, as we have to update only the current data. So for this we will write cmd dot parameters dot add with value at the rate id. We need to pass the id here, but as we can see that we don't have current id in our btn save function, we can see that our id is present here e dot command argument. So we will pass our id to the view state. View state will help to preserve our id, and then we will use it in the above function. We will write idd, or we can write id equal e dot command argument, again converting it to int. Copying this so that we can use it above. Almost everything is ready, but we have to change our stored procedure, because it was the stored procedure for saving the data, but we have to update the data. Again creating one more stored procedure, create proc usb student update as begin, and passing the id here at the rate id int. We will also need rest of the column name, like at the rate name varchar 50 at the rate age int at the rate address varchar 50. Now we will write the update command here, update student set name equal at the rate name comma age equal at the rate age comma address equal at the rate address. But we have to do this for our current employee. For this we will write where id equal at the rate id. Very simple to create the stored procedures. Now executing it, executed successfully. Now copying our value, pasting it here. Let's execute our project. Clicking on edit, changing Rahul to Rahul Garg, age to 26, and clicking on update. We can see that we have changed our value successfully. Clicking here, Satvik to Satvik 1, Delhi to Ghaziabad. Clicking on update. So all the values are updating. Now we have to do one thing more. As we can see that our values are updated, so this update name must be changed to again save, and these values must be cleared. So for this we have to do a little more thing. We will write a function for this like this: public void clear. Under this we will write txt name dot text equal txt name dot age equal dot text equal blank txt address dot text equal blank again, and btn save dot text equal save. Now we have to call this. We will call this function after our update operation is done. Here I will write clear. Let's execute our program. Clicking on edit, Rahul to 1 to 3, 24. Clicking on update, we can see our text boxes are clear. So friends, up to this tutorial we have covered CRUD operation on text boxes, and in my next video we will perform CRUD operation on radio button. So don't forget to subscribe my channel and share my video. Thank you.